Warning: this video contains themes of a sexual nature and bad language throughout.
The amount of stories that I've heard at student union, for an example, I was in the bathroom at student union, doing the business, and these girls walk in, and they were I don't think they realised that there was another set of stalls behind like the door, so they go into the bathroom and start talking, and one of them goes, "Oh yeah, I was giving him a blowjob. You can't catch herpes if it's only a blowjob, right?"
Oh man. Oh dear, oh dear. It's like, to be fair, this for me
I
is
had
like
to stifle me laughing in that bathroom.
For me, this is just a scathing indictment of our like sex education system. Like, I mean, I don't know what it's like in other countries. I mean, I'm UK people. You get a conversation. You get like the little lesson when you're like 11, and then you get a bit after that. But it's fucking shite, really, isn't it?
I think from what I can remember, we had the "Where do babies come from" in like year 6, like at the end.
Yeah, you have like the "Where do babies come from?" This is a cock. This is a fanny. You stick one in the other. Babies happen. And that's basically it. And it's like, I don't think 11 is really the right age
did you never
to do
get
it.
Did you never get sexual education in high school?
No, so it was weird because they had like modules for like biology, chemistry, and physics, but then like you had to be lucky to fall into the class that had that module. So actually, no, we had very little. So the only educational stuff I had was the 11-year-old stuff. The rest is all, learning through practice and
winging it.
Yeah, winging it, yeah, cocking it. Like, do you know what I mean? But do you know what I mean? I genuinely think, like, and this is something I'm really fucking passionate about, because I think it's really important, is that actually I don't think there's enough. I never expected to get onto this topic, by the way. I don't think there's enough education. Like, you see all of this stuff about, like sexual assault, Me Too movements, all of that sort of stuff. Is there enough education in our education system to teach people the difference between what is acceptable and what is not acceptable? You've got kids that are getting pregnant really young. Is there the right education system to be able to teach them what is right and wrong, blah, 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 blah? Because I know damn well that I didn't know when I was... I didn't know when I was young, and...
See, this for me is a complete shocker, because we're roughly the same age, aren't we?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of years, if that, between us.
Yeah. So in my high school, we had a respect class, which was mostly about religion.
Right.
But what they also did was they coupled it with sex education.
Right.
So we were shown, obviously, what happens, what is acceptable in a relationship between two people and what isn't acceptable.
Okay.
Rights and wrongs, how to use what they're called, sanitary products for ladies.
Yeah, so they did that, but at younger ages. How to use
condoms.
Yeah. And they did that for the blokes. But again, like, so Queenie's just mentioned, they had like a practice putting it on a banana. So they did that for both the blokes and the girls, but it wasn't everyone that did putting it on. It was 1 or 2 people did the demo that were picked, because no one fucking volunteered. And then that was it. And then, like, I really like the fact that your school did that respect thing, right? I think that's really important. Like, even to the point that, like, there was a when I hadn't been with my wife, my missus, for very long, right? And we were on a night out. I'd had 1 or 2 too many to drink, and I just went up to her and I slapped her backside, and I was just like, I wouldn't have done that if if I was sober, because one, that's it. But it's also having that understanding and that respect. And I was 20, 21 at the time, and even then I still lacked that maturity, which I probably have, which I have now. Like, it's something I'm really passionate about. I think there should be more done in our education system, and that's something I've got a young daughter. I am going to make a point of making my missus have the conversation. The best bit is there was a person, one of the kids actually asked one of the teachers, why is there flavoured condoms? And the teacher was like, oh, I'll let your parents answer that. And it's like, well, what is the fucking point of you? Like, you're there as a teacher to teach this shit.